Zach, you found a decent bit of information on this. You generally get people saying that it looks as if the tower is made entirely out of stone and wood. It looks just like a normal lighthouse, but you get people saying that either it's like see-through looking and it's made out of solidified water, or other people saying that looks like entirely a normal lighthouse. But those two seem to be like the main descriptions of it, which are completely not the same at all.
Which of you fine fellows have actually seen it in person?
Both the people, I mean, you probably asked around town, and there's probably maybe a dozen people in here. And they all seem to give you basically the same kind of story, that either it's made out of solidified water, no, not ice, like actual water, or it's made out of stone and wood, like a normal lighthouse. And they both seem completely, like, the people that you ask who give the description, both seem adamant that they are absolutely correct about this, and that they have seen it firsthand. In fact, you get this story from like 3 or 4 different people. They've all seen it firsthand.
Then I'm going to ask which have seen it at dawn and which have seen it at dusk.
You get 3 of the people have seen it at dusk as they were working out in Deepwater Bay as fishermen, and the other one seemed to be had seen it in the morning as they were taking a walk. Kind of an older gentleman, and he says that at dusk he saw it as completely solidified. It looked just like a normal lighthouse that originally he thought was there, but when he walked back later in the morning, it was gone. And he thought that was kind of suspicious until later on he heard that it was this strange magical thing. He doesn't really understand it. And the other 3 people who were fishermen, 2 of them said that they saw it at dusk and it was made out of solidified water. One says that it might have been ice. The other one says that it looked just like water. Just water coalesced up in the air and made this small castle looking thing. The other man says that no, it was made out of ice. I tell you, water can't do that. It has to be ice. And then the third man actually said, no, it was made out of wood and stone. You both are blind. It looked just like a normal lighthouse.
It seems like no one knows anything about this lighthouse. So
yeah,
maybe we should just wait and see ourselves. Can they point us to the direction?
They all say that it's in the middle of Deepwater Bay.
Anybody have
or this would be the otherwise known as the Great Harbor if you look down below the dockward.
Can we ask people if they can take us out, or go look for people that are willing to take us out at dusk?
They say you're generally getting the same reports that there's a bridge leading out from the docks or from the area nearby that leads out to this strange lighthouse there. But again, the material that's made out of seems to be in question. Zach, yes?
Speaking of this bridge, how many people have seen it out of the people that I've been asking?
Everybody who mentions the lighthouse also mentions the bridge.
Okay. Then I'm going to toss them their silvers and stop questioning them about it.
Okay. So out of the roughly 13 people here, that means you owe each one of them 2 silver.
Very well.
So that would be... God, that's a lot.
26 silver.
Yeah, so it's like roughly 2
gold ones.
It'd be 2 gold, 6 silver.
Where's the Chad when you need him?
The Chad is walking back to the bathhouse until dusk.
The Chad does not exist. Or I swear to God, I will smite you on the spot.
No. You can't control
Okay, anyway, Brick's gonna walk back to the bathhouse, start to
Rick.
strip off his shoulder pads and get ready to strip down because he's gonna take a bath A long bath until dusk.
All right. Hold on. Sylvie, I'm giving you inspiration because that was good one. The lighthouse seems pretty lit. that was good. I'll give you that one.
That's pretty weird, Trap of you.
Okay. So, does that mean you guys are just waiting for the lighthouse to manifest later in the day, so you have a whole half day to spend?
Pretty. I think we'd probably wait for our friends.
There were other things on the notice board that could be handled immediately.
I was going to do that earlier, but
I mean, or you
don't know
could
if
just.
You heard me.
I didn't. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. I wanted to look at the jumble platters when we're looking at the resurrected thing.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't know if I made sense of that.
Let me get that for you, because I actually on a PDF of mine. Hold on a second. Oh, yes, Zach, sorry. Go ahead.
I suggest we talk to whoever was issuing this notice. I believe it was a captain, and then something with a J. James?
Yep.
Civilar James? Yeah.
Civilar.
Civilar James.
Yeah, we asked him whatever information he has about it.
That's a good idea, yeah.
Okay.
Zia's just like snaping behind you the entire time.
Snape.
It's like, yeah. You talk to people, I stay right here.
I mean,
10 points to Slytherin.
I simultaneously love and hate your character.
That was a slippery joke.
Oh, yes. We're definitely group
sorry.
Like, just not turning back.
I am just now realizing what it's like to have a conversation with me, and I absolutely hate it.
Right? Right.
Sometimes we can just sneak them in.
Oh,
God.
It could be a little bit sketchy.
Let me
clean this place up.
hold on. I gotta sift through this. Oh, that's it. There it is. So on the on the little like small post-it note almost that's on the board. So you guys are heading. Wait, sorry. Who's going to the back to the notice board, and who's going to the to speak with Civilar James?
I wanted to grab the post-it note when they were looking at the body. That was a while ago.
Yeah, that was a while ago. Sorry.
So if I cycle took it with me, I can go over as I'm walking back to the bathhouse.
No, I didn't hear anybody say they were taking it, so it didn't happen.
Okay, yeah, okay.
So you'd have to actually go back from now.
Or I don't know.
Are you gonna go
No,
back right now, or are you just gonna stay with the rest of the group?
Because don't we have to wait till dawn anyway, or dusk?
Yes.
Yeah.
So roughly.
I'm just going to the bathhouse to like go relax, kill time, and talk to people. And
Okay,
maybe.
so now you're gonna break off for the rest of the group and go up north to the bathhouse, while they go down further south to the to the south gate.
Going to the bathhouse right now.
What's that?
Isn't Victoria's character and
Do you know
no, I don't
Yep.
know that.
exactly?
Meaning, I don't even know where they are, but
That's true. For all you know, they're still back at the scene of this incident. So
how long would it take me to go back?
from where you are now to go to the bathhouse would be roughly about 40 minutes, unless there's something that slows you down in the process, like, I don't know, an exploding house. You know, just an example.
All
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. An exploding house might slow you down.
Force
I'm gonna go like chillax in one of the rooms in the orphanage, maybe. Except in the top district, right?
Probably not. Again, I don't think a noble would want to just chill in one of the rooms of the orphanage.
I mean, I thought it was a fancy orphanage, seeing that we donated to it so regularly.
He wants to adopt. Why not?
It's not fancy.
Okay.
I'll feed it and clean it and take it on walks.
We only need
CMTV.
one short person in the group.
Stop! Stop! You're killing me.
Sorry, that was a.
You made him laugh so hard that you broke his connection.
I don't know what to do.
No, he's
No,
just
fine,
performing
fine.
illegal activities.
All right.
That wasn't a long joke. I'm sorry.
So, Brick, figure out what you want to do. The other four of you are going down to the to speak with the Civilar in charge of this, right?
Yeah, we're gonna go see Jimmy.
Yeah.
All right. You guys head further down to
follow
the
them.
southern gate. Oh, you're following them. Okay. You get further down to the southern gate, and let me center this over here. And you can actually see that there are some guards that kind of congregate around here. It looks as if there's one man that you realize is kind of younger, actually. He's only in his, like, maybe late 20s, which is a bit younger than you would expect for a Civilar, someone who's responsible for an entire ward of the city. But he seems to be handing out parchment or documents of some sort to every group of soldiers that are there. And you see that several of them take the paper, kind of read over. You see them share it with a few other people, and they kind of look back, talk with the guy a little bit. He kind of gives a head nod, and then they kind of, like 5 or 6 of them at once, kind of go off in a direction, and then he hands another thing to another set, and this just keeps happening until he's out of paper.
Well, I would ask one of the groups what that was about, what the piece of paper was.
They actually, you see that the one that has the paper, just kind of like looks over the paper a bit, and you see the other 5 guards nearby actually kind of like, now that you approach them, they're like, excuse me, may I have your names, please, all of you?
Yes, certainly. My name's Zach. Don't have a last name. Too poor.
Yes, but Generic. At your service.
I'm gonna play the senile old man and just go, where am I?
Please excuse
Should I
Uncle.
roll deception?
Please excuse Uncle Gadri. He's a bit senile.
I elbow him in like
If
the
I can-
chin.
If I can give him the help action with that.
The guards, like, as you kind of like, did you say like you nudged Gadri or something like that, or you?
No, I Gadri nudged him in the shin when he gave my name and said, "Don't do that." I'm gonna look at the guards and say, "We're looking for Timmy."
The guards are gonna kind of like look at each other, and then a few of them actually kind of like put their hands on the like pommel of their swords, and are kind of like looking at each other, trying to decide if they want to, if they're gonna make some sort of hostile action. But they look at the guy with the paper, and he just says, "We're only interested in the humans." And the guards kind of like nod to each other, just all right. So they look at, now their attention is basically focused on Zach and Brick. The other guards are now very much looking at Tor, and and they kind of like push Tor, Gadri, and Zir a little bit off to the side and kind of separated you guys from the humans in your group. And you see that like only 2 of the guards are now focused on the humans here, whereas the other ones seem to have like their hands very obviously ready on their swords, like keeping their focus on the three of you who are not human. Gadri, yes.
Can I try to make a distraction as they push me?
They're not pushing you exactly. They're just kind of just kind of like
I
putting
get
their
it.
hands aside and kind of corralling you. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
I kind of want to just dramatically fall and pretend that I have broken my hip to get them to not focus on the humans anymore.
Oh, I'll go absolutely with that. Oh no, I got
Like, as soon as they attack me, I literally tip over. And, oh no! Oh.
Look what you done to this poor old man. It's not nice of you.
I'm gonna let out
Just
a sigh.
distract them away from the humans because I don't know what's going on, but it doesn't seem good.
The guards that are focused on you guys, like go from their pommels to the actual sword grip and hold on to it. One of the guards that is near you, Gadri, actually like reaches down, grabs you very hard by the shoulder, and yanks you up to the point that it actually does hurt your arm a little bit. Says, "Get up, you old fool!"
I'm old. You have to be gentle.
Please excuse us. We're with the mages and protectors. A bit more respect for this old fool, please.
What the other
And,
guard that's not
He
holding on
points
to
like
Gadri?
his 3 guild badges.
The other guard that's not holding on to Gadri, looks to you and said, and just basically says in kind of an aggressive tone to present your guild badges. Obviously, you just did right now, and he looks them over. He goes, "All right, fine, stay back." He's just, you know how this works. Then, just stand there and shut up. And then he kind of like looks over his shoulder at the other two guards.
Help to him.
He kind of like looks over his shoulder at the other two guards. The other two are now looking at Brick and Zach. And they say, "Your names now."
Hi,
Brick's
my name
gonna
is...
call himself Olaf and say it's just a nickname, but he doesn't feel like. Does he know any of these people here?
They're guards. They have authority. They can arrest you.
Oh, it's actually illegal to not give names.
What's that?
Oh yeah, that's hundreds of
It's like-
lefties. 200 gold pieces, or 1 10-day of hard labor.
Yeah.
Okay, he pulls off his glove, shows his signet ring, and just says Brick, and then puts his glove back on.
What's your house name?
I actually didn't get to choose one yet.
So, Brick, it is actually very important that you have a house name. So, I'm pretty sure I gave you that PDF, didn't I?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
I wanted to go over a few of them with you, but I didn't choose it. So
When you get a chance, just please do that. For right now, we'll say you have a house name. They both get your names. Zach, did you give them your name?
Yeah, I just said Zach. Too poor to have a last name. Family couldn't afford one.
That seems to kind of put them more at ease. The one actually in front of you, Zach, kind of calls over to the guy with the paper, and they say, "Brick, your house name," and the guy kind of like, you see him like holding on the list, just it just kind of like shakes his head. And then one next to you, that's still calling his name, just says Zach, and then he kind of like looks to you and kind of gives a smirk. "Too poor to have a last name," and just kind of like gives kind of a snicker a little bit of just like very obviously you made a joke. And you see the other guard holding the paper, just kind of like look up, give a little chuckle, and just goes, "They're fine."
Can I ask what's happening?
The guard nearby, the guard in front of you, Zach, just looks at you and goes, "No, you're too poor," and turns around and walks. He pats the other 3 guards that are watching, the 3 that are now watching Gadri, Zir, Tor. Who am I missing?
That's it.
Isn't
No,
that
that's
it?
it.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Gadry's your
the,
turn.
the clerics are watching resurrect.
Still learning names.
Cleric.
There's the other three that are watching you guys, and he kind of taps them on the shoulder and it's kind of like, come on, let's go. And they all go. They leave. The one that's like holding on to Gadry was still holding onto your arm, Gadry, and he just kind of like lets you go, pushing you away a little bit, and you actually see him as like he walks away. He very obviously like wipes the hand that was holding onto your sleeve, like wipes it on his pant leg as he walks away.
I just say, that's what I thought, and brush the shoulder off where he touched.
You see the guy actually like jerk around and like turn to you, and one of the guards just kind of like grabs him by the shoulder and just like says something to him, and the guy just like, "Ugh, get off me," and just like walks behind them again. It looks like the guards have actually like walked past you now and have walked further into the dockward. They looks like they are going down the street past the Way of the Dragon, and you actually see them coming up on what looks like two older women, and they are kind of like surrounding the two women, and you see the guy actually like open the scroll again, and the two guys nearby just kind of like look as if they're questioning women, but they have more of a relaxed feel about them. They just kind of like have their arms like resting on the pommel of their swords, and the like three other guards nearby just kind of like talking to each other. They don't look threatened by these two older ladies, but they're very obviously questioning them.
I think we need to find Jeffrey.
His name's James.
Thanks.
There you go.
I thought we
Are
were
you
looking
really
for
going
Finley.
senile, old man?
Gadry's a little senile. He's like
You can see
357 years
You
old.
can see the younger Civilar is looks as if he just handed a document to the last group, and he just turned around, head back into the watchtower, and just kind of like closed the door. What are you guys doing?
I guess I'll walk up and knock on the door.
Okay.
Maybe let the humans go first.
Well, it didn't seem like they liked the humans very much.
The door
Maybe we should
opens, and the guy opens the door, looks down, and goes, "Oh, hey there.